Hey guys, Mr. Marcus here, and as you can see, I'm playing some MLO Marcus Mafia. It's back after a small hiatus of me just taking a little break from playing the game. As you can see in this in this episode today, we have two matches as usual, but we of course have the likes of where our players are all sort of got. I've got to the sort of point where I was playing some nice teams and not bothering to actually be so ridiculous. So if I was losing three, basically I made the rule that if I was losing 3-0 at half time, I would not bother to play the second half of the match. I would just quit the match at the halftime point, and it sort of worked in my favour. I mean, I've not actually played a game since then, but hopefully that does actually come up again. And if it does, I'm not going to bother putting in the actual match. I'll just say that I just skipped out a match because of that. So in this match against this guy who had PSG as his base team, Kevin Nolan had an absolutely fantastic match. This is actually the first match I properly played with Sevilla. I mean, Sevilla was in the match where I had the 208 against me, but so he didn't really do much in the actual match. And then in the 36th minute, I believe it's 36th minute here, get a free kick with Charlie Mulgrew, just aim at the top corner and pop it in like an absolute animal. So Charlie Mulgrew pops it in, and that, like, I went ahead and I was like, I wasn't really actually too bored about showing us out the free kick replay, but he wanted to show it, so the guy showed it, and I was like, fair enough. Like, the guy was a very, very, very good player. He had Solomon Kalou up front as well, so I was like, I enjoyed quite playing him against him actually. He was a relatively decent player as well, so like he didn't just pass the ball forward and spam it and crap like that. He actually played well. As you can see, our pass completion was extremely similar. I had a lot more possession than him, but he also had those chances which were pivotal for him. But like I was saying, yeah, if I'm ever playing a match of MLO and I'm like being beaten by quite a lot, then I will of course just have to take a break. Not take a break, I'll just oh my god, I just watched that shot from Minandinho and it hit the post. I completely forgot about that. It was an absolutely amazing shot from him. He went from about 40 yards out and he just smacks it off the post. Absolutely crazy shot. But like I was saying, if I'm being beaten 3-0 at half time, there's no point playing the second half. I'm not going to bring myself back. And I'll just tell you that I missed out a match on purpose, because I mean, that's the reason why. But Vidra got the man of the match for some ridiculous reason, considering he didn't even score the goal. Should have been Charlie Mulgrew, but nah, I don't really know how that even works. But basically, in the second match of this episode and the final match of this episode, we actually faced off against a guy who had Benfica as his base team. And if you can remember from, I think it was like episode 18 or something, we faced the same guy 3 times in a row who had Benfica as his base team. It's actually a completely different dude. I just mentioned that for some ridiculous reason. I don't really know why, but see, we got 60 points. We had 60 points to spend. That's absolutely fantastic. But with that being said, like I said, we were facing a guy. I really need to stop saying "with that being said." God damn it, it's so frustrating even for me to hear that. Of course, it's just in my nature. It's in my nature, like that, and saying fantastic. It's in my nature. But we faced against a guy who is CP Rana something. Rana was actually at the end of his name, and he had a rating of 360 or something, and his difference in team strength was it was said it was small, but I mean, whenever I see small, I always usually mean they at least have 4 players who are better than me. And in the end, he did. He had Rondon, Markovic, Krasic, Downing, Fetza, Robinho, Gile, and his bench was like 6 players, as you can see. And I thought, I might as well go into this game and try my best, is basically all that I have to say, because there's not much I can else do other than trying my best. So, with that being said, God, another time, we kicked off, and he kicked off, and he basically gave me the ball straight away from kickoff. And are we playing at Old Trafford once again? For goodness sake, why are we playing at Old Trafford? I don't know, but in the second minute of the match here, Rakitsky heads it away, and Butner just loses control. Markovic gets it back, and I thought, oh, thank the Lord, he gives me a free kick. But in the 13th minute, we got a corner kick. Butner hits it in, and it's a really nice corner in, actually. And for some reason, instead of just clearing it as any normal person would, he gives it basically straight to Mathieu Vidra, and Mathieu scores. And Mathieu doesn't actually score. I think it was Sevilla scored. But Butner here gets it. But I don't know why I say Martin. I think it just fits better in my hand. But Sevilla scores. I think it was a second for Sevilla. I'm not really sure who scored the first goal. It might have been Sevilla or Didier Conan. I have no clue who scored. But with that, at halftime it was 2-0 to me, and we played better than him. He hadn't really had a shot. Had pass completion percentage was less than 60%. He hadn't really got forward in the way that he should have. Bednar gets through on goal in the 84th minute, and that just shows how bad he is, because he hits it wide from basically 18 yards out. So a 2-0 win, It's what you want, a 2-0 win, nice basically keeping a clean sheet in 2 matches. He didn't really play well in the second half, as you can see, 53% pass completion and actually went down, and he had only 1 shot. And Rakits got the man of the match with a 7.5 rating, because he got a clean sheet, I would believe, but I'm not really sure why, because there was only 1 shot, and it wasn't even on target, but that is it. The final episode. No, that's not the final episode, I'm joking. That was the final match of this episode. So if you have enjoyed this episode, subscribe to my channel for more, and catch you later.